shine.
Action!
Hi, my name is Sahana. In my YouTube series, Time to Shine, I set out on a mission to spotlight different experiences and perspectives of people of all ages to inspire you, my audience, to dig deeper and find your true calling in life. Welcome back to Time to Shine. I'm your host, Sahana, and in this segment, we find out why Dan became an educator, how he met Josh, and more. Take it away, Dan.
And looking at your profile on LinkedIn, I see that you have a background in economics, business, finance, and international affairs. I'm interested to know how you got into education.
Yeah, it wasn't a straight line for me. I think like the whole sequence of events starts with my consulting position after undergrad. I did a lot of work for oil and gas companies and some mining companies. I also did some work for bigger companies, retail and in consumer packaged goods. What I found was that as a consultant, I went to some companies that I didn't necessarily believe in what they were doing, and it didn't really support what I wanted to see happen in the world. And so I went back to grad school wanting to get to work in either the environment, like helping the environment, or in education. I didn't think it was going to end in creating a school. After that, I thought I would go either work probably for an environmental, some company affiliated with the environment, either renewable energy or doing some sort of finance or economic analysis related to fossil fuels or renewable energy. Something along those lines is what I thought I was going to do. This opportunity came up because I met Mr. Don in undergrad at Miami. He was being asked to start this school, Ad Astra School. And, you know, he's one of my best friends. We talk. At that time, we were talking all the time. We still talk all the time as coworkers. But we were talking about it. He was looking for another person. And then I don't recall whether it was he asked me or I was like, hey, I'd be interested in that. But it ended up coming that opportunity was available. And so I interviewed for it. And it sounded like an amazing opportunity to work with a friend and build something new. A once in a lifetime chance. I went for it, and very, very happy that I did.
It's interesting that if you didn't take that opportunity, then this would have never happened. So that's pretty interesting.
I find that happens every big choice, right? The choice for me to go to UCSD over some other schools that I'd gotten into for graduate school. Those choices would have led to different outcomes too. So yeah, it's a pretty cool path. I'm very happy to be here.
I can definitely relate to that. Like some choices that you need to make, the outcome could have been different, but you had to make that choice to be where you are right now. So why did you decide to become an educator?
Yeah, I think a little bit in that one was the beginning where, like, for me, the two places where I find that I want to make the most impact are in the environment and in education. And so those were kind of the two that had stuck out for me for the past, I'd say, like 10 years, 15 years of my life. Those are the spots where I was like, yeah, this is really where I'd like to be working. And so when an opportunity to work at a really cool place with great people and try to build something in education that's a little bit different, when that opportunity came up, it was really easy to say yes to go for it. Wow.
So you really would like to make a change in the environment, from what I'm hearing?
Yeah. I think, I look at like the numbers and just the way that kind of we consume energy or produce things, and it's not all bad, right? You know, air conditioning and refrigerated food, we need energy for it. That's understandable, but the ways that we're treating the planet at times frustrate me. So would love to see change happen on that front as well.
I definitely agree. If we keep following the path that we're following right now, it might not end the way that we want it to. So if you could go back in time, if we had a time traveling machine, which we probably will in the future, what would you change when you were a student?
Yeah, it's a good question. For me personally, the thing that I've thought about a lot as I've gotten older is the reasons why I did certain things. And I think the reason, as I understand myself, is the reason that I did well in school was because I wanted to make other people happy, right? And I think it was ultimately it led to a great outcome, right? Like I got good grades, and I was doing well in courses and doing extracurriculars, but it was really from a wanting to, make my parents happy or other people. if I could go back, the outcome wouldn't look much different, right? Like the grades and the extracurriculars, I would still be doing those things, but the internal motivation for me would have a little bit more of my personal ownership in it. Not doing it for somebody else, but doing it for myself as well. So that one, I think, if I can instill that in kids now, that yeah, your parents have your best interest in mind. They want what's best for you. Given their experience, they're trying to move you in the direction that they see as the most successful, but also that students, you know, to own it a little bit for yourself and say, I want to get good grades and I want to be a part of this and I want to have a successful future. So that's one thing I would change, but on the outcome wise, I don't know that it would do much, but internally on how I approached it, I think it would feel different.
Yes, I can definitely agree with that. That's something that I'm trying to figure out myself as a student. I not only want to do it for my parents, I also want to do it for myself, so I can definitely agree with that.
Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to check out the rest of the interview on my channel. Bye!